G'day trendsetters, today I'm coming to you from downtown Albany, Georgia, which is where the legendary Mr. Ray Charles was born. We've got a ride of some 65 miles thereabouts, so I'm going to show you a little bit of downtown. It won't be the most comprehensive tour by any means, but I hope you enjoy. I've been wanting to visit downtown Albany for many years. Let's get cracking. There you go, Mr. Ray Charles, 1930 to 2004, and very appropriate in Braille as well. That's really neat with the piano keys on the ground. Love that. Hi. Do I know you? Ray Charles Plaza is definitely worth visiting if you happen to come into Albany, Georgia. Nice little spot. That is a lovely building. Now I know there's some locals who are in a Facebook group known as Georgia Gravel Cyclist. They might be seeing this video and tell me off verbally, berate me for getting things wrong here, so I'm sorry if I have it wrong, but these are some pretty tasty buildings regardless. That's the Municipal Auditorium. That's the Dougherty County Public Library. The State Theatre. Friendship Baptist Church. This be, I'm thinking, the former United States Post Office and Courthouse. Well, maybe it's the current courthouse. Maybe not the post office, I don't know. Anyway, enjoy the view. That is a cool house. Historic home, no doubt. It's Sunday morning at the time of this video. It's very quiet here. I'm loving how quiet it is. I'm noticing an abundance of these turtles around downtown, so locals might know what they're all about. That one's very artsy. And if you're wondering, it's mid-30s Fahrenheit at the moment. Bloody hell. At least it's lovely and sunny. It's going to warm up pretty nicely. The Albany Herald, we're all about you, apparently. Impressive fountain out the front of the government centre. I believe this building in shot is City Hall. If I got it wrong, I'm sorry. There's the Dougherty County Public Library. For all you bibliophiles. That's cool, the old Albany Theatre building. Alrighty folks, we're getting close to the Flint River. Veterans Park. Now we're rolling towards the banks of the Flint River. Rolling beneath a railway trestle, which I think is active. We're poking around on a little dirt track really close to the Flint River. Amazing what you can find when you poke around on the satellite view. And I might have my video coming out soon where I show how I prepare my crazy gravel routes, because I'm not riding the route of any person from this area. I love the madness and the randomness and the adventure it offers. It's sludgy. I had a bunch of rain here a couple of days ago. In fact, if you caught the video potentially before this one out of Torpington, Georgia, you'll see right, it's destroyed a Campagnolo derailleur. That was a bummer. Bloody stick into the derailleur. Game over. We're on the outskirts of town, near the railway yards here. Oh, these are pretty serious crossings. That's a shame. An old historic house possibly burned. Bloody hell. This is Palmyra Heights, I just learned. It's established around about 1925. And here we are rolling along a little dirt lane I found by poking around on the satellite view. We're still in the city limits of Albany. Here we go. A serious question to the hamburger aficionados out there: is Crystal better than White Castle? Showing you all the good stuff today. Hey kitty. Meow. The back roads tour of Albany, Georgia. Obviously the garbage truck comes down this road. I'm always taking LGC on the dodgiest roads around, and she never complains. She is an absolute keeper. And the LOML. We are still in Albany. Hey, how's it going, beauty? Oh, you're beautiful, aren't you? We are still making our way out of Albany. We're finally on the edge of town. First mixed surface road is almost upon us. All right, we're finally onto the mixed surface roads I was expecting. It only took about 23 k's of farting around to reach them, but no worries. I'm north of Albany right now. As is typical with this part of Georgia, hard pack red clay roads, although these bloody roads just after rain or during rain can be a sticky nightmare. I have a bad feeling this road is going to be paved at some point in the future. Looks like it's been graded. Obviously the rain a couple of days ago made it a little bit spicy. I don't know. Has the hallmarks I've seen of roads about to be paved over and then ruined, in my humble opinion. The telltale sign of the Panorama Gravel King SK. There is the Continental Terror Trail. I have reviews of these tyres linked in the description below. The ʻɔːlbəni Plus e-bike. We'll have a review coming soon. It's bloody badass. And here's my bike, which has been reviewed. The T-Lab X3. It's a titanium bike. This is the second generation T-Lab. And the wheels, well, I'm sure are going to garner some interest. These are the Elite Wheels Drive 6 spokes. They're a carbon composite wheel. I have a review coming. It might be posted by the time you see this video, and they stand out from the crowd. How nice is this LGC? Not a bloody soul around. Hello. Look how furry you are. You have your winter coat on. Cotton field? It looks to me like it hasn't been picked. Yum yum. Beautiful pecan trees. Yes, this road would have been a bloody nightmare to traverse a couple of days ago. Thankfully that beautiful glorious sunshine and yesterday's wind helped dry it out considerably. Look at that, my beautiful T-Lab X3 hanging out here in this farm road, no one's around. How was it balancing? Well, typically I utilize the fantastic shadow stand. I'll link it in the description below. Today I'm using a big lump of Georgia clay. And LGC, you're like me, we're about bike selfies, aren't we? That's a nice selfie right there. We don't like doing the people selfies too much. Too many fucking narcissists putting their bloody faces in the scenery. Put your bike in the scenery instead. That bloke there is the only vehicle we've spotted all day. Nice guy, driving nice and slow. Hey babe, this is why these rides always take longer than planned. We're farting around doing bike selfies. Alrighty trendsetters, we're rolling into the bustling metropolis of Sassa, Georgia. I said Sassa, not Assa. That's a beautiful bungalow, love that style house. We're approaching the really small downtown of Sassa. I've ridden here a few times before. Lovely little town. There's the water tower for Sassa. Welcome to downtown Sassa. Some really cool old buildings here. And I love those vintage street lights. This is a really cool little town to ride through at night time, or drive through for that matter. The railway line kind of ends there. It's not active anymore. It was torn up a long time ago, and I believe we can ride the old rail bed back into Albany, which I'll be finding out later on today. There is the United States Post Office for Sassa, Georgia. This is a cool old church, the Macedonia Primitive Baptist Church. I'm not a religious bloke, but I definitely can appreciate some of these church buildings. And there's a big ass field of solar array over there. There's the cornerstone, 1848. Another cool house here in Sassa. And another interesting church. Oh, no. Soggy Central here, bloody hell. This is a repeat of yesterday's bush bashing bollocks. Oh my god, my feet are getting wet already. This crap is like quicksand. Yeah, okay then. This is all about the real world reviews around here. Alrighty, LGC. This is a genuine review here of that e-bike of yours. Bloody hell. Those tyres, the Continental Terra Trail, definitely do better than the Panoramic Gravel Kings here, which are known for being a bit dodgy in mud. Bit of mud pack up done on here. That's right, wipes off. And we're not going to break another derailleur hanger today. Oh, we're all good. No working furry. Really wish I had a bloody truck to go through that quagmire. The Dodge Ram just smashes through. Now the tyre's ejecting a bunch of bloody mud all over the place. This road would have been a complete bloody disaster to ride a couple of days ago. Look at the runoff on the right side. Mental. They had bad rain, as I mentioned earlier, heavy rain and tornado warnings and so on. Always dismount in the presence of horses. Hello horsies. We mean you no harm. He doesn't give a crap about the friggin' bike. Horse is kind of curious about the bike here.
Yeah, he is.
And there'd be the source of the horses we spotted just a moment ago. Welcome to Bronwood, Georgia. Coming soon, Rick's Kitchen. And look at the size of the cock right there. That's impressive. According to the water tower, the city of Bronwood was founded in 1883. There you go, trendsetters. That is the US Post Office for Bronwood, Georgia. The back side of it. No, it's the front side. Okay then. And there's the Bronwood Fire Station. I have ridden through this town a few years ago. I distinctly remember it being hot as f that day and sweating my proverbials off as I rehydrated in the gasoline station. There you go. Mr. Snooks since 1963. Looks like they might be out of business. That bike is nasty, babe. Bloody hell. It's definitely a real world review you've got going on there. Remnants of a windmill slash water pump. This is definitely rural Georgia farmland. Oh yeah, we're taking the seriously good farm roads today. Ha ha ha! I don't mind the gap. Bloody hell. Right folks, if you need a big pile of bloody rubble and other shit, I know exactly where to find it. To the earlier excursion through the bloody sludge pit, we're exercising some caution. Whoa. And riding the grass. My genius route has us going back into Sasa momentarily. There you go, rail fans, remnants of the railway line leading into Sasa. Okie dokie, currently parallel to the old railway line out of Sasa. Hopefully there's some bloody clearance for this supposed rail trail I read about. Righto, enter at your own risk, and there's a sign. Notice! Enter at your own risk, we assume no liability for personal injury. If you have issues with this policy, please do not enter. Well, no worries at all. It's pretty slow going though. This part is pretty tasty. This looks really nice and it's rolling along nicely with the chop chop. It's the sun's gonna set probably an hour and a half thereabouts. There you go, the old railway track. And obviously they're pretty serious about this. I'm going to enter at my own risk. This is pretty awesome. You have to ride with caution, watch out for sticks and whatnot going into your drivetrain. It's not fast. Temporarily off the rail trail bloody madness, mostly because we're in a time crunch. There's a parallel road we're going to ride for a while. Back onto the railway bed, and this section looks much nicer. I think locals driving around in ATVs have been using this for years, and who can blame them? Back into the outskirts of Albany, Georgia, back onto the railway thoroughfare. Hello. There is evidence of the old railway line. Former railway crossing. Rail line went there. End of the ride is almost upon us. There's the Albany Journal. And just ahead, that is, I'm pretty certain, the original railway station. The sign from here says it's on the National Register of Historic Places. Here we are at the side of the former railway station. There is a Georgia Northern Loco. Looks like it's been parked for a long time. It's missing the cab. I don't know if they ran that as a tourism train at some point. I really don't know. There's also some freight cars. And there is the original freight depot, I'm pretty sure. Cool stuff. We're riding back over towards the start of the ride. This is the back of the old railway station, and there in the woods, the reeds, the weeds, some of the tracks that would have served this railway station right here. And we're riding up towards the Ray Charles Plaza that you saw earlier in the video. All right, LGC, good ride today. It's nice to see you got Ray Charles behind you. All right, trendsetters, as always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel for everything. Oh yeah, this is right experience. Yeah, that's right. Right experience videos such as this. No bull gravel bike reviews, other product reviews, and of course our favourite, right? General Madness. Oi. You're not getting up here. Really? That's pretty bloody rude. You get back to bed for a while and think about things. I'll see you. I'll definitely see you. And Mr. Ray Charles in the next video. Look at those bikes. That's a job well done right there. Filth everywhere. And nothing broke today. You have to love that.